Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
Actually, I think Target's been quite a Grinch this Christmas to Fergus Falls.
At a time when people should be feeling merry and bright, some Fergus Falls residents contacted our whistleblower hotline, frustrated after seeing empty toy shelves at the Target there days before Christmas. Target's slogan tells shoppers they can expect more and pay less, but residents tell Valley News Live's Veronica Marshall that's not true in Otter Tail County.
A store once cherished by the community.
Lots of good memories with your kids. I have memories of all my 3 children when they were little shopping here.
Is now at the center of local outrage, leaving some shoppers to say the holiday spirit is out of stock at the Target in Fergus Falls. Holiday toys have been taken off the shelves and sent to other locations, leading some Fergus Falls residents to say the Grinch has come to town a little early.
It's pretty bare in there as far as toys. What's most disappointing is they do this 6 days before Christmas. It feels like it's just the Grinch that stole Christmas.
I have a grandson that's 3 years old. He would have liked to have some Legos and some action figures, so we're going to have to go elsewhere.
The Fergus Falls location is the only one in Otter Tail County, meaning shoppers face about an hour-long commute to other stores. Shoppers tell me the move puts corporate cash over community.
It appears that Target doesn't have a heart about this, that they need to look at what they're doing to these communities. You aren't really looking at what matters.
And it's just not about corporate America. It's about the human experience, and we have really embraced that in this Target, and we'll miss it sorely. It'll be a huge hole in our town.
In Fergus Falls, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
We reached out to Target for comment about the Fergus Falls store, but have not heard back yet. And this story came to us through our whistleblower hotline. So if you need help with a serious issue in your community, call 237-6576 and leave your tip. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. If you plan to hit the road in the next few days for the holiday weekend, you'll want to be sure to check the forecast. We're getting ready for some wintry weather and bitter cold. Let's find out from Hutch what exactly we're expecting this week. Hutch?
Well, things do change, and it begins tomorrow. So any holiday travel plans you may have, or even if you're just out and about, by Wednesday night, that impact will be felt. First and foremost, a little bit on the travel impacts in the timeline of our winter weather event. Wednesday, we'll see snowfall most of the day into the late night hours. Many areas in the central Red River Valley and portions of Lakes Country, 3 to 6 inches. Isolated areas could see more than that, as many as 9 inches. As cold air will impact the north. On Thursday morning, I still expect some commuting impacts for travelers, as we'll have snow still to clear, but most of the snowfall should be ending. And then as we head into the Christmas holiday and beyond for several days, Arctic air arrives in the valley. Here's a look if you're traveling elsewhere. From the Rocky Mountains and the Pacific Northwest right through the Red River Valley, Wednesday and Thursday will bring a round of snow to these areas. As we go into Friday and Saturday, the Great Lakes area, St. Louis all the way to Chicago could see some heavier bands of snow as well. Much of the Central Plains and Southern Plains will stay quiet as far as snowfall is concerned. Now, coming up here in just a moment, I'll have hour-by-hour details on when the snow hits your neck of the woods, and there have been some changes with the track of the storm. I'll update you on the latest with that here in a moment.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
You bet.
And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. Authorities in a north-central Minnesota community are putting out a warning tonight after 7 overdoses, 2 of them deadly, in a 48-hour span this week. Officials from the White Earth Reservation are warning of what they're calling an urgent public health crisis after the outbreak. They say they're working with law enforcement to combat the issue, but also recognize the need to provide treatment for those who are suffering from addiction. And they provided Narcan training today at multiple locations in Netawash. The community also had another deadly outbreak of overdoses where 1 woman died and 3 others overdosed on heroin in a 24-hour period back in October of this year. They're also asking anyone with information to contact your local law enforcement and are reminding the public about the White Earth Reservation's anonymous tip line, 1-877-410-8550. A Clay County inmate was allowed to leave jail on a work release, only to face new rape allegations before his return. This was Alexander Cookson's second time being granted work release after testing positive for marijuana during his first leave for work. The county attorney says they had urged the judge not to grant Cookson work release after his first offense, but Judge Stephen Cahill says he didn't have all the information when he did so.
At no time did anybody tell me that they considered him to be a public safety risk, that he had any violent tendencies, things of that nature. And had I been told that, then I probably would not have granted the work release again.
For now, Alexander Cookson is serving out his sentence for driving offenses, but Judge Cahill says that likely will increase with these latest allegations. A former mail carrier and her roommate, who are charged with stealing mail in Moorhead, made their first court appearances today. Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer was at the Clay County Courthouse in Moorhead, and she joins us live in studio with more details behind the case. Melanie?
Andrea, both women are facing 4 felony counts of mail theft. Former mail carrier 35-year-old Cheryl Gordon and 30-year-old Amanda Liebert each are facing these charges. They stole gift cards, checks, and cash. Amanda Liebert was Gordon's roommate at the time of the thefts, and it's reported Liebert even rode in the mail vehicle with her to help steal the money. The theft came to light when a Moorhead resident noticed a gift card he sent to a relative never made it, and it was actually used at a Target location in Moorhead. Gordon admitted to police in November that she stole the money. She said she needed it to live. Each of the counts they are facing are punishable by up to 3 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. We tried speaking to Gordon and Liebert in court today, but they declined comment at this time. Andrea?
All right, thank you, Melanie. Gordon and Liebert's next court date is set for January 25th. Some families have been doing this for a long time, but now everyone else is catching on to the matching PJs trend. That's later on Valley News Live at 10. And it sounds a bit like science fiction, but a new cap-like device is helping patients fight brain cancer.